from Shantel is probably sorry. I don't have any intro comments. I mean, Spencer has a twin. Maybe, possibly. Interested in seeing more and seeing what the heck is going on.
Yeah, I guess you could say he has a type. You know, first her, then you, then her, and me. And after I found out who killed Charlotte, that's just what I did. Yeah, here you are. I know this isn't fun for you, but it's very exciting for me. You see, I've been dying to meet you. Yeah, well, you could have just called. That is such a classic Spencer line. Oh, I'll be sure to use it. If I'm in here because you're pretending to be me, my friends are going to figure it out. You're never going to pull this off. I've already pulled it off.
Oh, shit.
Spencer, you've got this.
That's not true.
Okay. I'm dying here. Toby, can I kiss you? Just one last time.
This is a lot to process. And what?
Like mother, like daughter. That's what you and Mary were arguing about. She pretended to be Jessica to sleep with my father, and now you're pretending to be me to sleep with Toby? What's Ren think about that? Oh, he doesn't care anymore.
Look, I made you a promise, and you know what that means to me. I'll keep my word.
Yo! I knew that there was something going on when I saw them arguing like that. I was like, that looks a little too involved to be a normal conversation.
And now they're getting everything that they deserve. I'm honouring it, don't you get that?
I get everything about you. And I miss you. I miss us.
Ezra?
Ren, this is Ezra Fitz.
Pleasure.
I made good on my promise to Ren that night. It's just driving me mad, and Ren saw it happening.
I gotta go. I don't want to. I'm confused. But I'm confused. I'm not confused. I know exactly what's happening.
Oh,
Alex,
come
come
on! I could never be one of them. Not as Alex. Ren, do you love me?
Till death do us part.
Is that the name of this episode?
Oh, come on! Alex! Love me. Then shoot me. Please, Ren. I have to look exactly like her. Please. The plan was to be you, perspective. What would be her anymore? You broke up with him?
No, I can never do that. But he is always close by. Turned his ashes into an eternity stone.
Excuse me?
These diamonds last forever. Sorry, I've got to go get ready. Hey, how are you planning on wearing your hair for the wedding? Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out.
Okay. It's a good point to stop this right here. I have to go to work. I'll finish this when I get off of work. Okay. I'm just a little speechless right now. I'm not disappointed yet. I'm not sure if there's another reveal that will make me disappointed. However, I'm not disappointed. I was somewhat disappointed with the Charlotte reveal, but this is not disappointing to me. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have all day to think about it before I come back and finish it, so. But wait. I mean, I guess I'll explain it, but. So that means that there were 2 babies born at Radley. Why were there only records for 1 baby born? I guess we'll see. Hopefully they'll explain that. Because if this ends up being a loose end, then I'll see why it's disappointing. If they can make this work, I won't be disappointed. More than likely. But, so I gotta go now. Be back later. Hello, it is I, and it is also evening. I'm ready to finish this episode. While I was working today, I had some thoughts. A lot of people had a theory that Spencer was a twin. You know, people make theories up about shows involving mystery, and I do remember, I didn't actually read the theories, I just know that I saw something that was like Spencer is a twin theory, or like Arya is a twin theory, or Maya isn't dead theory. So I mean, I guess people who thought Spencer was a twin, I mean, good for you. Yeah, I might have already mentioned that because I might have written that down this morning, but genetically, Emily's baby's blue eyes, I think I mentioned it already, about Ren and Alex arguing. So here's the new things I wanted to say. Was AD silent for 1 year? For why? I guess we'll see. Vanity Fair. I remember seeing in my suggested YouTube video that said Troy Belisario on Pretty Little Liars finale, and now that makes sense considering the fact that she's playing 2 characters. Also, Troy's fake accent needs some work, but like it's fine because imitating I don't find it bothersome because imitating other people's dialects or other countries' dialects can be hard, and I know that it's better than what I could do. At one point in my life, I have Jamaican relatives who live in England, and at one point in my life, because of those relatives, I could emulate an English accent so well that I was able to convince my cousins, my younger cousins who knew me for a while, that I was from England. So, I mean, congrats to me. But yeah, so I'm ready for this, 100% ready. I feel like my camera was set up differently than it is this morning, but there's not much I can do about that because I don't remember how it was set up this morning. So far I'm not disappointed. If they don't get all their facts straight, I'll be disappointed.
I even created life for you, but this is too much.
You said it yourself, friend. Okay?
Oh. Does that mean Ren's the baby daddy? He just said, I even created life for you. Oh. So I suppose he's... Okay. For now, I'm thinking it's Ren that fertilized the baby. Okay.
These diamonds last forever.
The crazy bitch.
Sorry.
AD, you
I'll
caught...
go get ready. Hi.
AD is cute as shit, but like, stop it. Rude.
Hashtag Ari's wedding dress. Em, are you crying? Yeah. You look so beautiful. Thank you.
Oh. I mean...
Oh my god, are you crying too? I'm so happy to be here with all of you. Celebrating you, Aria.
Ouch.
I couldn't have imagined this day without you guys.
Ouch, my heart hurts for AD. Why? I mean, AD...
Let's take a selfie before the photographer gets here. Yeah.
AD's a hoe, but I mean, I'm kidding. I don't know.
Oh, sorry, girls.
I have your daddy around my neck. Is one of them gonna notice the necklace?
You have your daddy's eyes. Yeah, I knew Ren would make pretty baby.
But Ren had brown eyes too. Did I just see something wrong? Because I could have sworn those babies had
Hello, Spencer.
blue eyes. I'll look it
I'm
up.
trapped in here, just like you.
Maybe she meant the shape. What the f is that? I don't know if I said it clearly last time, so I said unless she meant the shape of the eyes. Because Ren's eyes were brown too.
What your parents didn't know is that there was a second child.
She would live a Cinderella life. Have you read Grimm's fairy tales?
I would love them to hold you, Spencer, but she would never forgive me if you got out.
if it's gonna come down to Spencer and AD being like, no, I'm the real Spencer. No, I'm the real Spencer. Finally, they hug. You know, Troy is actually a pretty good actress.
I'm your mother.
I love this moment, but I feel like it's gonna get ruined because Spencer wants to get out. Which would be fair. Just knock her upside the head and go. Don't like it. I finally got the tea. Yay. Spencer is smart as heck.
Hey,
Oh, shit.
hey, can you hear me? Are you
Ezra?
okay? Ezra?
Why? AD, you hoe. Awkward. It's not him, babe. Sorry.
Ezra?
Still no word.
Disappointed!
Damn, bitch.
Alright, sister.
You creepy bitch.
Have a drink with us. But he's right. You don't have to do this. He's free to be with his one true love. Me. And what's gonna happen now?
I feel a bit of pity for Alex's circumstances.
I almost forgot.
Not for her actions, though.
It's my favorite. I love you, Alex. I'll always take care of you.
I'm sorry. I just realized something as well. I know that we found out that Cece is actually Allison's cousin. But, again, just like Spencer and Allison are genetically sisters, that means Allison and Charlotte are genetically sisters as well. Genetically. Also, the fact that Cece knew that Spencer was her sister. Patsy Cline.
He's not family, so.
Troy is cute. Bitch. Chill out.
Jesus Christ.
You and I are gonna be the closest of all.
The horsey does not trust anybody but Spencer and Toby. Go away, fool. He can tell it to you. She can tell it to you. It can tell it to you.
You know me, right?
No, bitch. You mean to tell me she's beguiling the horse? I thought animals were smarter than that. Don't be suspicious.
Mrs. Fitz!
No, I'm not Mrs. Fitz.
Are you Mrs. Fitz?
No.
No, not my ass.
Ezra's booked us.
Why would Ezra book you on a hot air balloon ride if he wasn't planning on marrying you?
Y'all be lucky Spencer. Alex wasn't there. Oh, that's what I meant to. So, Alex's style, when we meet her in the bar, as well as when she first met Cece, reminds me of Sarah from Orphan Black, who's also English. She's from Brixton. Jenna knows.
Call Toby.
Spencer having an evil twin has got to be the most insane. No, it's
Awkward.
not. My head is gonna explode.
Don't report, Mona.
You need to tell me who you are and where you are.
I'm sorry.
Don't. Okay, I thought she was gonna kill her. I was like, no. No, thank you. We're not actually out. Well, shit.
Oh my god.
No way out, Spencer.
built. Never mind. I'm not gonna. Did. Oh, maybe run. No.
What is this place?
Don't get trapped.
I don't know what we're about to find out.
What if Arya dies? I don't know. She was the closest to the door, so. Ha! Ha ha ha! Okay.
Please.
Now we're in the same damn thing, too. Okay, who's going to win?
Drop it. It's me, Spencer. Don't listen to her.
What did I say?
You know me.
Tell me your favorite poem from the book you gave me.
Y'a trop d'emboli.
Oh, I have chills.
We'll take it from here.
So much to get his head checked out.
If anyone can show just cause why this couple cannot lawfully be joined together in matrimony, let them speak now or forever hold their peace.
Someone be petty. Someone be petty. Oh, hey Marlene.
Power vested in me.
Someone be petty.
I present to you for the very...
I guess I can't say this other thing.
Oh, is she pregnant?
No, I promised Caleb I wouldn't say anything. Okay,
She's
just
pregnant.
because you're married doesn't mean we can't have secrets. I'm pregnant. Congratulations. You're okay with that, right? We're gonna meet with an adoption agency. Just don't say anything.
What if it ends in some type of
Okay, the car's
cliffhanger?
here.
Or some random
Supposed to take
bitch?
photos, right? For some reason, this feels like it's the end of something.
Oh, okay. I feel like Shay is actually emotional. Is she actually emotional, or is she just really good at acting today? Part of me feels like there's gonna be some weird type of cliffhanger where we find out there's more threats in their lives that we'll never get to see because it's the end. What's that song? The one that goes Lovey and Libby and this. Okay. I mean, Bay has a bay.
Shantel.
This is a song. This is a Lovey and I know the song.
That doesn't matter, I'll try anything.
I am taking over some of Rachel's duties.
That doesn't matter, I'll try anything.
Cute skirt. Very short. Who, Mona? What if this whole thing was just a figment of someone's imagination? That's in Mona's imagination. It wouldn't be though. They wouldn't pull that.
She can't keep us here forever. Of course she can. She's Mona.
Oh, there's more. I was about to be like, and continue talking, but there's more. Don't do the thing. Don't do the thing I know you're about to do. Hello, Maya's niece. That's Maya's niece, right? Yeah.
Where's Addison and Willow?
Addison and who now? That's supposed to be Spencer.
She's gone. I think I heard her scream.
Okay. Do that thing where you do full circle or whatever. Y'all, I don't want to shade those actresses because that would be rude. But that was like one of the most catatonic things I've ever seen. She was fucking. I think I heard her scream. Where's Addison? If they were never a reboot of the show, or if those were the original actresses, I would not watch that shit. Oh God, I'm fine. Okay, so that was Pretty Little Liars 721, aka the finale. There I wasn't disappointed, actually. I expected to be disappointed. Like, if it had been some weird shit like Addison, I probably would have been disappointed. I mean, I wasn't disappointed. For what reasons were people disappointed at the reveal? Was it because of Troy's fake British accent? Did people find errors in continuity that I did not find? Because half of this show I don't really remember. Because it's been so long since I've actually watched it. I'm sure that for people who are super stans of this show, it's very sad to, you know, see it go. I don't think I've ever been a stan. Like, you'll know when I'm a stan of something. If I don't like something, I probably won't watch it. But then sometimes if I've liked something previously, I'll finish it just for the sake of finishing it. I'm not saying that's what happened here. I knew that I wanted to finish it, especially since I'd watched 6 seasons of it. I knew I wanted to finish it up and see. I mean, I'm interested in hearing for what reasons people were disappointed, whether they expected something grander for the finale, or what. Who built that? I mean, I know it's Toby's house, but did they spend a year building that? The actual at-home dungeon? Do-it-yourself dungeon? I don't really have any comments. Alright, so I'll do a little of my thoughts on the couples in this show. Then I will probably transition to something else about Emerson. Then I will share my opinions that I said you would probably hear. Since the show is over, there will be no opportunity besides this one to express these opinions, so I'm going to do that now. Bobby is cool, you know. Pretty sure I was rooting for them most of the time. Caleb, cool. I found their scenes very adorable and sweet. I really liked them together. What's the other one? Ezra, not that I was never keen on them, but I don't think I was ever, maybe I was at some point, but was never like super invested in their relationship, especially after finding out the thing about, I personally, it's okay if you disagree with me, this is just my opinion, personally think the writers made a mistake in their attempt to like throw twists in there, as this show does. They made it seem as though Ezra was on the A-team for a while. And you know, of course, because this show runs on the characters assuming shit and assuming that their assumptions are fact. Therefore, I assume this person is this person. Therefore, this person must be this person. And by this person, I mean A. Or someone who's done something bad. But I think that in them revealing or deciding to make it that he knew Allison before he actually met Arya, and that he was, I don't know what they were calling him, he was the guy that had the beer with mulberry pie or something. Depending on the age of consent and whatever the state is or whatever this world is, because, and by world I mean fictional world that has been created, called world building. Depending on the age of consent and the age at which someone legally is considered an adult, and I say legally because you being legally considered an adult does not automatically mean you have the capacity to make adult decisions, but I mean, no one can argue the legality of that. Whether you are a person who makes good decisions or bad decisions, once you are the legal age to make certain decisions involving your consent, then you are of that age. So if it's legal, I think she was 16. I know the age of consent in most states is 16, and we're just going to assume that for the sake of this show that the age of consent is 16, which is the age that Arya was when they met. He was like, what, 21? How big is the age difference between them? The age difference isn't actually that big, especially when they became adults, but that's not the point. The point is, he, knowing that she was of a certain age, lied, pursued a relationship with this person, or, you know, initiated a relationship for whatever reason, knowing that she was the age that she was. I mean, that, even though that itself is questionable, that isn't necessarily the wrong part. Legally, the part about him being her teacher. I know that a lot of people argue, or part of the fandom argues, that the relationship was predatorial. Now they are consenting adults. One could argue that she was already groomed, but I mean, I didn't like that aspect of their relationship, not the age difference itself, but how questionable it was for him to pursue a relationship with her, knowing what he knew about her, and then also ending up being her teacher. I just found that questionable. I think but then, I mean, the foundations of your relationship are this, even though you are both now consenting adults, that doesn't change where your relationship started or the foundation of your relationship. So that's just my opinion. I don't even know what phrase started that opinion. Yeah, pretty much said I'm cool with Spoby. It's not that I dislike Ezria. And by Ezria, I mean Arya and Ezria. It's not that I dislike them, I'm just not, like, super keen on them. The same way that I'm probably a bit keen on Spoby or definitely Caleb. I notice myself smiling at their scenes and being really happy. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is so adorable. They love each other. I didn't actually find it weird when Caleb was with Spencer. I didn't find it weird, no. But, I mean, in terms of writing, not that it was a weird thing to do, but I don't know. It felt a bit unnecessary as a craft choice. But I mean, do what you want. If you want to make things different to show how much has changed in 5 years, then I mean, I get that. That was just me discussing couples on the 7th season, or 7B, what we just saw. If anyone wanted to ask me questions, I guess, on this video about how I felt about certain things that happened in the show, if I get like enough questions on this video about my opinions, then I'll probably make another video answering those questions on my opinions on this show, because I really don't or opinions on certain couples or certain theories, or I'm pretty interactive with the people who comment. I know I didn't talk on Emerson. I'll probably talk on them now, because that's the second thing I wanted to transition to. Let me write down Toby before I forget the thing about Toby. AD did some pretty f***ed up things. AD did some pretty messed up things, including removing people's consent from situations in which they should have been able to consent. Like, for example, the thing with Allison's babies, Emily's babies, their children, and Toby. There was no consent in that situation either. Yes, he consented to having sex with Spencer, but consent has constraints. Consent means, I'm consenting to this with this person and with these actions, and then, whatever. But the point is, Toby didn't really deserve that either. Finding out that you had sex with someone who was impersonating someone else can be pretty damn scarring. Allison and Emily. I am glad that this show gave them, we don't see them get married, but it's implied that they're going to get married and they have children together. So that they're going to get a happy ending, which is great, because so little, out of the few women who love women characters that there are, we rarely actually see those characters get an actual happy ending. Like an actual happy ending. We just don't. It's barely present. I mean, it's nice that this show did that. Okay, so here are some of the opinions I possess on this show. First of all, I'm not this show's intended audience, I don't believe. Therefore, I mean, I know I'm not the show's intended audience. I was like, yeah, this wasn't meant for me. Like, this isn't meant for me. So I just have to suspend my disbelief a little bit more and just kind of go with it and take it with a whole bunch of salt. And by that, I mean a grain of salt times many grains. That's cool. That's just how it goes. So I want to talk about the LGBTQ representation in this show, because I have my opinions on it. It's kind of both ways. On one hand, they do have a lot of women who love women characters. True. I think that it's cool that the show embraced that, especially since I don't know if Emily in the books was gay, because I don't read the books, haven't read the books. On the other hand, buried their gays all over the place. I know there were quite a few I'm using gay as an umbrella term because it's a trope. They call it the bury your gays trope. But I mean, this show did that a lot, where they killed off their women who love women characters. At the same time, there are, you know, quite a few women who love women characters on this show. But at the same time, a lot of them are or were killed off. So there's that. So like on the one hand, there's a lot of them, and then on the other hand, a lot of them get killed off. But then there's more. It's not enough just to have a lot of them. I appreciated the fact that they were embracing of that, but it's not enough just to have them there. It's not enough just to have your character who's supposed to be representation for a person who may not have it or may not see it wherever they are. It's not enough to just have them there. And to me, I always felt as though they were just there. Like, I felt as though, for example, Jenna's bisexuality and Jenna and Shauna's bisexuality, I think it was, Cece being trans and played by a cis actress, and just things like that where I felt, and like Sarah as well, Sarah Harvey, and other people too, where I always felt, or when I started to think about it, started to feel as though these persons' sexualities or bisexuality or being trans was used more of a plot device than actually caring about the representation of the character. Oh yeah, I want to throw in a twist here, therefore let's make it so that, you know, Jenna and Shauna are a couple, and oh yeah, we want to have this great, big, amazing twist. So it turns out Cece was trans this whole time, and then let's kill her off anyway. And I don't know, it's just that kind of thing where, yeah, there's a lot of them, but it just feels more like plot devices than anything. More like a plot device than I actually care about this group of people's representation. It's more like, oh, this would fit well in the plot, let's just do it. I don't know, that just kind of sat odd to me, because I think there are some shows that do a very good job. Sense8, great job. I'm not going to talk about the other shows, but then there are also shows that they'd be like, oh yeah, we have a bisexual lead. Like, you know, The 100. But it's not enough to just, you know, have a certain type of character if you don't treat the character well. And by treat the character well, I mean do the character justice. Not saying, oh, you know, put this character on a pedestal. Not that. It's just, don't just do it for the sake of doing it. Doing it for the sake of saying that you have these type of people or these type of characters in your show. I think I've already mentioned, oh no, and then there was the fact that literally all the girls except for Emily had pretty, like, they're one person that they would always go back to. In a way, I guess Emily had Paige, but at the same time, she was just womanizer galore. And I think when talking about stereotypes, there's always a balance. For example, there's a stereotype that, or not even the stereotype, but more so representation in television showing or not letting these characters be happy or in healthy relationships, and insinuating that all these relationships between these type of people or same-sex relationships are inevitably just going to fail and crumble. And then there's that whole sexual women stereotype as well, but that's a different one. But that's not the point. The point is there's that, but then also, where does the line exist? How much becomes to the point where you're crossing the line into the point where, okay, that's too much. That seems to be all you're doing. Because on the one hand, a human is a human, or a character is a character who embodies human traits. There are gay people and lesbians and bi people who just have a whole bunch of people. Or, you know, can't seem to find themselves. You know, straight people, gay people, bi people, any type of people who just simply cannot find themselves in long-term or stable relationships. But then at the same time, so that's the one side, but then at the other side, we constantly see representation in the media not giving certain types of characters certain things. and constantly reinforcing the stereotype or beliefs, whether or not they intend to do that, that is what they're doing. So it's like, how much crosses the line? How much has to be present before one can actually say that is a valid claim? What I'm saying is valid. So I just found it interesting how, I mean, again, I guess Emily kinda had Paige, but for the most part, she was literally just, and maybe perhaps I just didn't notice it in the other girls, but no, it just seems as though Emily was just had so many women, and by so many women, I mean so many more women than the other girls had boys. Respectfully correct me if I'm wrong. I'll eventually end up rewatching this series, not for my channel, on my own spare time. I don't have anything else written down. I don't feel as though this is the end of an era for me because I didn't start watching it when the show first came on. I literally caught up on 5 seasons right before season 6. It's not like I've been watching it from the get. I've already did part of my talk on the person of color, but also just the way they treated person of color characters, especially black person of color characters. It's very questionable. Just questionable representation on this show. Because again, it's not enough to just have those people there. I liked the episode. I actually did enjoy watching the 7th season. I did. It wasn't disappointing to me. If it was disappointing, you would know it's disappointing. I mean, I just wasn't expecting that. They better not do a reboot with those little actresses. Kidding. Oh, you all should check out Sims GM Production, possibly with an F. If I remember, I will leave a link in the description. But they're funny, and they did a Pretty Little Liars parody in which Aria was always having sex with her boyfriend. Paige was always saying, "I love you, Emily," in the middle of the conversation, then running off. And where A from season 6 turned out to, Charles DeLaurentis turned out to be, never mind, I don't want to spoil it. For anyone who, I would suggest checking it out. And then also, Ella Montgomery was actually Piper from Charmed, and she cursed Ashley Marin to always stay in her kitchen. It's like, why can't I leave the kitchen? Because in the shows, you like never see Ashley, you never see Hannah's mom outside of like the house set, rarely. And so it's like, I'm always in this kitchen. And we find out it's because Aria's mom cursed her. You guys should check it out. I haven't watched it since I started catching up on this. Because, you know, no spoilers, please. But pretty darn funny. I am happy knowing at least that the characters are well now and that the characters will be happy and that Emily and Allison are getting married, and, you know, I feel like they wrapped the show up pretty well. That's just my opinion. But I don't know if people were expecting more or... Yeah, I just feel as though it's done. Huh. Wow. Alright, well, thank y'all for watching. I'm watching Orphan Black over the summer, the final trip, and then doing the Orphan Black rewatch after that. I'm watching Winona Earp. I mean, I guess just check out my channel for other things. Eventually, I will branch out. Right now, I'm just doing show reactions, but eventually, I will be doing other things, just other content here and there. So, I mean, subscribe if I interest you, or any of those things interest you. Feel free to participate in, I guess, respectful conversation. Try to be respectful. Like the video if you liked it. Thank you for watching. Hope you're having a good day, or a good morning, or a good evening. And I guess that means bye. We're having a, yeah. While I was working today, y'all don't need to see my panties. Whatever.
I have done this before. I've got this. Alex.
Color of eyes. Oh, uninterrupted for 1 ear.
Now that stunt that you pulled with Allison? Ah, that was all him.
My foot is asleep. No. No, that's not Spencer. Oh, shit. It's Spencer. No, I'm confused. Slightly, but like, I got it. I'm fine. I picked up on what happened there. For me, I know that for some people who are super, not that I'm, yeah, never mind.
Richard, or
The babies are so cute. I'll be right back. I'm back. Foot's asleep, sorry. Human traits. The baby's crying. Ella Montgomery. Like it if you like it. Feel free to part.
No longer in service.
I didn't call him. Right? Yeah. Adios.